Dasco Race Supply on the cushion sponsor with the UMP Modified National Champion Devin Gilpin. Devin, when did the success of you had this season finally feel real and not like a dream?
It still feels like a dream, honestly. To be in a racing family and grow up involved in racing, and your grandfather and your father race your whole life, and then you get an opportunity to race and become successful and win a UMP National Championship is really humbling and an awesome feeling, and it's something that I want to do for my grandpa. As much time and money and effort and miles up the road me and him's put in to finally get that done was pretty special for me and him. So as far as it sink in on me, I don't think so yet. Maybe after this weekend at the banquet it might, and when we get racing in 2013, but right now I'm just trying to take it all in and enjoy it as much as possible, and hopefully repeat.
How important was the impressive chassis to that success?
It was everything. Donnie Jumper out of St. Louis, Missouri builds me an awesome race car. I've been on board with Impressive since '08, and have had awesome success with him. Donnie's got awesome tech support, an awesome race car. I couldn't ask for anything more from Donnie Jumper and the things he's done for me.
Wow, the UMP Modified National Champion. Devin, tell us how that feels.
Like I said before, it's just a humbling feeling. It's something that I'd been really close to getting done 2 years in a row, and it just slipped away, and that was a horrible feeling. That sucked, so I felt like I had to kind of redeem myself and come back and try to go for it again. Didn't know what was going to happen, just racing, and fortunately this season was just unbelievable for us. Winning the races we did and winning the championship was just unreal. To put your name on the same sheet as Jimmy Owens, Mike Harrison, Denny Schwartz, Gary Cook Jr., just all the guys that's won it. They're awesome race car drivers and deserve to be on it. So it's a humbling feeling to have your name on that list with them guys. I can say that.
Devin, tell us about your grandfather, Donnie Fleetwood, and Dasco. How are they behind you?
100%. My grandpa has been behind me since we started racing many years ago. Without my grandpa being on board and being behind me, I wouldn't be racing, period. The things he's done for me has just been unreal, him from being the crew chief to setting it up week in and week out to getting me to the races to paying for it all and owning Dasco Race Supply and selling parts and stuff, it kind of compensates on our racing. We can race a little cheaper and have parts in the next day for us and just stuff like that. But without that guy, I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today, and probably wouldn't have won half the races I won without that guy, that's for sure.
Devin, what was your biggest win in 2012?
I had a lot of cool wins in 2012. The rolling into Terre Haute for my first time, just looking at that racetrack and how big it was, and never being on anything that size, and getting to race there and to win, and to be battling for the win with Joey Kramer and awesome modified driver was pretty awesome to win there. And then the Patriot 100, a 100-lap event at Putnamville Speedway. I've only ran a handful of 100-lap races, and to start ninth and, just biding my time, there at 10, 15 laps into it, I kind of felt like I had the best car. And just to pick them off one by one and to go on and win a 100-lap race and to be there at the end was really cool.
How much of your family is behind you and involved in this racing that you do?
My family is behind me 100%. Like I said before, to grow up in a racing family and to have both of your grandfathers race, your father race, your uncle a track promoter, your cousins running Hornets and flagging at racetracks, and just to have all that support and all that racing background behind you, it just has made an easier road for me, and without them, I definitely wouldn't be here, that's for sure.
Well, we've all been asking this question, and we all want to know. We've been hearing about the rumors of a late model deal for 2013. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, middle November, JP Motorsports contacted me, and they're from Urban, Kentucky. It's a it's a late model based team from down in Irving, Kentucky, like I said, and we're planning on running late models next year along with modifieds. Jesse Puckett's the owner, and just a great guy, a great race team, good family support behind him, and to be involved and to get the opportunity to drive a late model for him is just humbling, and hopefully, next year we can make some races, win some races, and have a lot of fun and learn a lot, and see what happens.
All right. Well, Devin, we have a few questions from your fans, and one of the questions is from Dennis Turner. And what are your goals in your racing career you would like to reach? And what is your favorite racetrack?
I think when you're setting goals, you need to set the bar high, so, every kid's dream is to one day go to NASCAR or be a professional race car driver and whatever it may be, but, I'd like to go run late models full time and see what happens, maybe as a kid growing up, you go to the World 100 and the dream as a little guy, and then when you get older, you want to be there and maybe make the World 100 or at least race in it, and so that's my goal right now at this point in time where I'm at. I'd like to be a full-time late model driver on the Lucas Oil World of Outlaw deal, winning races. But, we'll just time it tell, and we'll see what happens with that. And probably my favorite racetrack is, like I said, would be Eldora. Just growing up there, going there as a kid, watching all them races and all the prestige that it has. It's really an awesome racetrack, that's for sure.
And this one is from Michael Mixendick. He wants to know, when are you going to get into a sprint car or a midget, and if you would like to run in the Chili Bowl in a midget?
I don't know if I'll ever get in a sprint car. I'd like to. Me being a racer, I'm the type of guy that would race anything every day of the week, but just the opportunity hasn't came yet for me to get in a sprint car or a midget. I would love to. If that opportunity ever came, I would jump right on it and try it, because I might get in it and love it and want to just race sprint cars, so you never know. But a midget at the Chili Bowl would be awesome. I would love to be going out here this month to the Chili Bowl and running in it. It's just an event that's been going on for years and got a lot of prestige. So that would be pretty awesome to go out there and race. But if the opportunity was to come about, I would definitely jump on it and try it.
We have another question from Bobby Davis. Who do you like to race against in modifieds most, and why?
Well, it used to be my dad when he raced, because I could beat him and then we could go home and talk about it, or he could beat me and we could talk about it. But probably now, like I said before, Joey Kramer, he'll get the most out of you. You better be on your A game when you're racing with Kramer, a really good race car driver. I like racing with Bradley Sterrett. Me and him's around the same age and kind of progressed in modifieds together. So, me and him always have a lot of fun at the racetrack. So, racing with him's really cool.
We have one final question from Mike, and he wants to know, Devin, what are your plans in February in Florida?
Right now they're kind of up in the air. I'd like to go to East Bay and Volusia in my modified and run for a couple weeks, but with my grandpa having obligations with my grandmother right now with her health issue, I just don't know. I'm for sure going. It might just be East Bay or Volusia, or it might be both. So it's up in the air. I'm excited for February. I'm ready to get racing again and get 2013 going, but right now I don't know what the exact plan is, but we're definitely going to Florida.
And Devin, are there any sponsors and crew that you would like to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank all my crew, from my grandpa to Colton and Chandler to Rick, Shane, Roy, Stevie, my mom, my dad, just everybody that's went and helped me and made this possible for me. I can't thank them enough. And all my sponsors from Dasco Race Supply, Mike Shell Race Engines, Impressive Race Cars, A1 Pallet, Bain Logging, Insoltech, All-Star Performance, Tomcat Performance, Fast Shafts, Drive Shafts, Ultra Shield Seats, Bilstein Shocks, Landrum Springs. Hope I didn't forget anyone, but just everyone that helps me out and makes this possible. And I got to give a big special thanks to Tony Ogle Photos and On the Cushion show for doing this for me. Dan, appreciate it, buddy.
Okay. And we want to thank Dasco and On the Cushion sponsor for having us here today. And thank you, Devin, and good luck in 2013. And this is Courtney Canady and Tony Ogle Photos for On the Cushion.